Today we go over an update for Star Wars Episode 9, the final film of the sequel trilogy. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, as you all know, Episode 9 will begin principal photography in just about a week from today. We are getting closer to that stage every single day, and these past couple of weeks, we've been learning a whole lot more about the final film of the sequel trilogy by J.J. Abrams. Now, the first confirmed location that we do know about is over in Cardington within the UK, the same exact location that they used for Rogue One and A New Hope for Yavin 4. They're looking over in Italy, quite possibly being, of course, the planet of Naboo from Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, the lakeside. Now, looking at Episode 9 here, I wanted to go over new details involving Adam Driver and a scene that is to be shot in September, which could very well indicate his involvement with the Knights of Ren. Now, Adam Driver is set to shoot a scene over at Pinewood in the UK. He will be doing an action-heavy scene with a group of actors that will involve a stunt coordinator. Said scene is to involve pyrotechnics and partial green screen sequences. Now, do keep in mind this will all be done in September because throughout August, both Daisy Ridley and Adam Driver will be training on and off for that big lightsaber scene that they will be doing for Episode 9 that will be shot later this year. And to me, this does in fact, make a lot of people wonder as to exactly what is Adam Driver doing in September with the group of actors. Now, we have heard before about the group of male actors in their 20s that will be working with Adam Driver. We heard about this about 2 months ago. I believe that these are the same exact guys that will be working with Driver, the same exact group of actors that will be working with Adam. And now, it hasn't been confirmed on whether or not they are really the Knights of Ren, but the group of male actors that we actually spoke about a couple of months ago, they are actually working with staffs, axes, all these primitive-esque weapons in the Star Wars universe, and that right then and there tells me that yes, they are indeed the Knights of Ren. So this scene for September, Adam Driver, working over at Pinewood with a group of actors and even having a stunt coordinator on set, tells me that this is going to be a big scene, and the fact that they are using pyrotechnics and partial green screen sequences, it sounds like a real big action scene that's going to involve Kylo Ren, the Knights of Ren, Rey, and crew. So, if you ask me, guys, I couldn't be more excited if J.J. Abrams does in fact bring in the Knights of Ren once again. Again, why would he actually introduce them in The Force Awakens? Through dialogue by Supreme Leader Snoke, when he even tells Kylo Ren, Master of the Knights of Ren, have never faced such a test. Why would Snoke deliver a line like that if the Knights of Ren would never appear again? The other thing is that they had that huge appearance in the Force Back Vision sequence, in which Rey touches the Skywalker lightsaber, which I think that could very well be a flash forward to the events in Episode 9. That's a huge possibility. And the other thing is, why would we hear Obi-Wan Kenobi's voice? That could very well be a segment in Episode 9 that was to come at the time in Episode 7. So, looking at what Rian Johnson did, the fact that he disregarded the Knights of Ren in Star Wars The Last Jedi and replaced them with the idea of the Praetorian Guards using Supreme Leader Snoke. How do you guys feel about that? How did you feel about Rian Johnson disregarding J.J. Abrams' idea of the Knights of Ren? Of course, Rian Johnson answered as to, why he didn't actually implement them is because he couldn't find the proper way to introduce them into the story for The Last Jedi, in which, I think he could have, if he wanted to add on 10-15 minutes to the movie, he could have had Kylo Ren going back to Ahch-To with his Knights of Ren, trying to kill his own uncle, and that's where the battle begins. They could have done something around the lines of that. But looking at Star Wars Episode 9, guys, as John Boyega has said before in the past, that this is going to be an all-out war. It sounds like it's going to be Star Wars meets Infinity War, where they're just going all-out crazy. Now, to me, too much action is bad, and I hope that that's not going to be the case in Star Wars. I hope it's not overly, action-heavy. you know, I hope it's not too excessive is the thing. You still have to tell a story, there's still got to be good story elements, etc. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel, and thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.